Good morning, Dave here with Organic Gardening in North Carolina. It is February the 27th, and I'm almost at a month for my February garden tour. So I'll turn the camera around and let's get started. I got my Gardening is Cheaper Than Therapy and You Get Tomatoes t-shirt on. I think I got that from March Against Monsanto or somewhere. My wife got it for me. Alright, so let's get started with the tour. Stuff's really starting to pop out now because it is unusually warm this time of year. That is some Swiss chard. Here is my garlic. I planted quite a bit of garlic in this little spot here. Some daikon radishes. I've got radishes in here for sort of like a cover crop, green manure crop, planning to till it under. And also have some vetch. This is hairy vetch. It's starting to come to life now that the weather's warmer. Let's see. Got cilantro popping up all over the place. Some lavender. There's an old beet that's starting to grow. I've got lettuce planted various spots through the garden too. This is my goji berry bush. It's starting to sprout out. More lettuce. There's a clump of vetch that's really growing. The strawberries are blooming. Blackberries starting to come to life. Some sorrel. I juiced some sorrel and carrots for breakfast this morning. There's another nice Swiss chard plant. There's arugula, which is already gone to seed because I planted it in the fall last year. But it still has a lot of leaves that are good to eat too. Never got the plastic on my hoop house, but really didn't need it this winter. Some kale. I believe these are Tokyo walking onions. Some more kale. More arugula. I do have some carrots down here, which I need to pull and eat. A little more lettuce. It's my raspberries, which are really starting to bud out. This is that cellulose, like lettuce and celery mixture in the name. I don't recall planting that. I think it might have just come up. Here's some more sorrel. The stems on these are really, really tender. See that? It just sort of breaks right open. Here's some mach. I don't know how you say it. M-A-C-H-E. Mach or mach. I don't know. It's sort of nice. It has like a nutty flavor. I ate some of my asparagus yesterday. It's sending up shoots. Those are a little thin. There's one there that's a little thicker. I'll eat that tomorrow. Some lettuce. This is like butter crunch. I did already eat breakfast, guys, but this stuff is just so good I can't stop from putting it in my mouth as I walk by. Spinach. I got quite a bit of spinach coming up here. These are some black beans that I just got at the store just to have some roots in the ground and grow them. And those things will probably drop down and sprout again before I chop them under. Here is my bloody dock. I believe that's also a sorrel, but it of course has the red juice comes out of it. Doesn't really have much of a flavor. It's more of a novelty for my grandkids. See, there's some more daikon radishes. This is a mustard green. It's really starting to grow. That thing's like 2 foot tall. My fig tree. Looks like the buds on the tip sort of dried out. Got too cold probably. But I'm really thinking that it's gonna bud out down here farther on the stem. And if not, it should shoot out from the bottom and start some new growth this year. But I really think these stems are gonna bud out. Maybe just not the whole way to the tip because they look like they got damaged by the cold. See, I have some onions growing here too. Oh no, that's elephant garlic. I planted an elephant garlic along here. And just for fun, I put some Gala apple seeds in the ground here last fall. And I'm pretty sure that's what these are. There's 2 apple trees there. Looks like there's 2 there. Another one there. So they're not gonna probably give apples that would be true to the Gala. I suppose I could grow them for a rootstock and graft some other known variety on top of there if I wanted to. Or I'll put them out in our property in the woods and just see what kind of apples they do produce. Here's some broccoli that needs picked because it's starting to flower. More broccoli needs picked. I'm gonna do that for supper tonight. Some kale going to seed. This dinosaur kale, I believe. More spinach. There's a nice spinach plant. It's got some nice big leaves. Some onions. More broccoli I need to pick. Brussels sprouts I need to pick. See the nice little balls there. More Brussels sprouts on there. Those are beyond the prime. I need to get those picked and eaten too. Wow. Show you one more interesting thing. Oh, actually 2 more interesting things. This is my biggest daikon radish, at least looking at it from top of the ground. I need to dig that up and see how big it is. But here's something new since last month. I planted this in the ground. This is actually a kiwi, hardy kiwi it's called. And it's supposed to be able to survive, I believe it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a bit below freezing. I'm planning to put a trellis up here because this is more like a vine. You train it like a grapevine with a single shoot going straight up, and then the vine will go along the top of the trellis. I might just put a cattle panel in here for it to climb along. It said to put this out as soon as the ground could be worked, so it was already sprouting leaves like that when I got it at the store. I believe I got it at Tractor Farm Supply. Pretty sure I got it at Tractor Farm Supply. But I've seen it at the local Home Depot also. So you might want to check into that if you like kiwi. It doesn't make the brown, big brown kiwi like you get in the stores that has the hard shell. It gives a kiwi that's more like a grape. So you don't need to peel it, you just can pop it in your mouth. So it might be a few years though before I'll see any fruits from that labor. Alright, well that's the garden tour. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope things are growing in your garden like they are here. Seems like it's plenty warm all over the country this spring. Our last frost date isn't until April the 15th here, so we're definitely earlier than we should be. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.